When one were a kid who never dreamed to become a demon lord, today WOTV Vision got your back. Presented to you, Zoma, a demon lord isekai to our Leonis. Without further ado, let's get into it. I'm telling you, Zoma is very strong in current meta. His traits are so well timed for this current situation. For example, Zoma being unknown type, meaning that he couldn't be identified. Thus, he is immune to human killer and other kinds. Second, he has very tough skin against physics, while all the meta dominant units are mostly physical, making him great counter to them. And also, third, being his eye attribute, one of the three strongest elements right now, plus he win against wind, which is another. So as a result, he only losing to lightning in the big meta picture. Now, shall we get a look at his skill set? At first glance, his passive looks so ordinary, right? But in the actual field, his passive make him a demon. Well, a demon lord actually. With all the big HP, top up from passive, active, and free heal at low health, yes please. Also, 15 extra resist on everything for 3 turns, hell yes. It's as if he was made of iron. For the reaction, this is a dispel similar to green magic, but a lot higher chance to proc and fight range. So there's another option why this one is more luck dependent, but you can ultimately throw your opponent, so why not with self counter healing. Now onto his buff. Zoma is a double buff character just like other modern character out there, which make it so he only get all his passive for 1 turn in actual battle. Even so, this already make a huge impact as Zoma can be unrealistically touched for a mate. It gives you a feeling of facing off against an actual demon lord. Really, this feels similar to fighting Mulaka. Of his durability mostly stem from his high HP. Because he has a lot of HP from stat up passive buff and even active that boost SP. And let's not forget that he has access to self-healing auto as well. And no, that's not all. He's capable of tolling your opponent with minus 20 BEP upon being attacked. And that means they are dealing only 80% of their output, while he also has 35% physical barrier to top it off. And we have only talking about his defensive side. All his attacks still disable opponent haste and chill. He's feel like a troll now. As for his attack, the first skill is an ice bleed. Very AP efficient, mostly used to last shot or one shot. His main offensive is the Mahedo +1, a total to physical character with limited AP and also a chance to frostbite. Psycho Cannon, non-elemental attack that hit very hard. Very good answer for high ice resist character, King Mod. Is also absorb percentage of damage deal. Behomi, much like classic Kurada, this is good to have because the AI will heal you tank if you can catch up. The last one is rarely used, pretty much self-explanatory, only being used when the range is perfectly aligned. And the last one, limited burst. His signature open fire attack with a selling point being react prevention, while also reducing magic resist by 38%. This one makes sure that his follow-up attack will certainly kill the target. Now to summarize his kit. First, I would like to say that this game is at in a changing point. Modern VC are becoming less element support and more onto weapon type support instead. The condition will be much complicated, like this one for example. It offers heal/resist along with agility and other useful effects. So the guard being made for bow, groove, gullet. I personally think that the best team for this is these three. I think this team is intended by the developer. Normally, I would only show you a very optimized team. But since element isn't my main, I can only come up with this much. Even Elisa is not yet to level 120, but should be fine. Since her level 120 skill isn't really necessary, I would rate this team a 9 out of 10. And this is my Zoma resistant. I also have other setup I would like to try out with Valis, but it doesn't work out well from what I test. Mainly because when I get attacked by opponent Zoma AoE, all my haste would disappear, and not to mention that Valis shell can also be removed. As a result, the only character who could stand beside Snow is only someone as tough as Zoma, and that's why I choose Elisa or Alaya. But the VC doesn't work well for Alaya, so Elisa is the winner. Still, we have to keep an eye out for this new meta. These new cards are a lot stronger than current one we have, but at a cost of limited team composition according to the weapons. It can be hard to plan ahead if you are very clueless about them. Great character at first can become unusable solely because the VC doesn't allow them to. Another point to note is that JP seems to keep releasing characters with low SPR pen recently. Maybe they want SPR tank to shine. Even the recently released Summer Helena has also almost zero pen, though Summer Helena is still a great choice to compete against Zoma or Pizarro new meta. And there is a new trend for bulky characters. They seem to be more unique on their defensive side, like Zoma, that heavily focus on HP without any much ST or AoE resist. A very stand forward approach, so global players should frequently update your info ahead. That would be my advice. And before I go, I must confess that I have been so discouraged having to pity for both Zoma and Pizarro cost 90. Ouch. Oh well, anyway, if you like this kind of video, consider support me through like and subscribe, or maybe membership if you would like. Well, anyway, let's get to the arena.
消えてしまいなさい。消えてしまいなさい。いかがかしら。消えてしまいなさい。やったわね。いかがかしら。私に出会った消えてしまいなさい。
サンキューな。花から全開だぜ。
いいわ、相手を頼むよ。いかがかしら。逃がさないわ。
さあ。
消えてしまいなさい。いかがかしら。私に出会って消えてしまいなさい。私は進む。何があろうとしたら倒れましょう。
さあ、蹂躙するのだ。戦いな新たな歴史のために。
サンキューな。
敵です。援護します。ありがとう。心強いわね。
花から全開だぜ。
覚悟しなさいよ。
力を授
ありがとうございます。無駄にしました。見逃さない。 伸びるぞ。
サンキューな。
波間の泡になります。
花から全開だぜ。
それじゃ始めちゃうよ。すまない。迷いもない。さあ、助かった。集中。予想の動き。
さて
思い知らせてやる。はっ。消えてしまいなさい。あら、かわいい。ありがとう、助かりました。目障り。この程度なら、この程度ならいかがかしら。いけませんわ。この程度なら。知らせてやる。私に出会って消えてしまいなさい。いいわ、相手をしちゃえ。